Support for this podcast and the following message comes from Marvel Television and Disney+. From the twisted minds behind WandaVision comes an all-new Marvel original series, Agatha All Along. This Halloween season, revenge is a witch. You don't want to miss Agatha Harkness's return to darkness as she assembles a coven to regain her power and wreak vengeance. Starring Kathryn Hahn and Aubrey Plaza, Marvel Television's Agatha All Along, now streaming only on Disney+.
Are you ready to move your career forward? Make your comeback with Purdue Global and get college credit for your work, school, life, or military experiences. With these credits, you may have already completed up to 75% of your undergraduate degree. You've worked hard to get where you are. It's time to get the recognition you deserve and earn a degree you'll be proud of. One that employers will trust and respect. When you take the next step in your life and career, make it count with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Start your comeback at purdueglobal.edu.
Everywhere you look, things are getting more expensive. So at Consumer Cellular, we're lowering the price for those 50 and up. Now you can get unlimited talk, text, and data for $30 a line when you buy two. That's just $60 a month for 2 unlimited lines. So if you're 50 and up, make the switch and save. Come on, you've earned this. Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com today. Requires 2 lines of service, age validation, and credit approval, subject to system and area limits, taxes, and other fees apply.
You know that feeling when you walk into your home, take a deep breath, and feel new? Well, that's what it's like to use Clorox Scentiva. Because Clorox Scentiva smells like coconut, cleans like Clorox, and feels like energy. It'll elevate any cleaning routine to not just clean, but also make every room smell like a tropical coconut getaway. Discover how Clorox Scentiva's powerful clean and refreshing scents can transform your space. Get yours in coconut or other fabulous scents at a nearby retail store.
Hey listeners, it's Jenny. This month we're heading back to school and we're taking you along with us. For all of September, we're bringing back some of our favorite Womanica episodes you might have missed. You'll hear me and some talented guest hosts share both iconic and underappreciated stories. And there's a twist. Each week is dedicated to a different school subject. This week, women you should be learning about in science class. It was hard to narrow this week down. There are so many different fields of science, but I know you're going to love this group of intrepid discoverers and barrier breakers. So, here's one of our favorite Womanicans. Hello, from Wonder Media Network, I'm Jenny Kaplan, and this is Womanica. If you're just tuning in, here's the deal. Every weekday, we're telling the story of a woman who you may or may not know about, but definitely should. Each month is themed, and this month we're talking about STEMinists, women who accomplished incredible feats in science, technology, engineering, and/or mathematics. Today's STEMinist achieved what most people only dream of, journeying to space. She's also a physician, volunteer, entrepreneur, and teacher. Let's talk about the multi-talented Mae Carol Jemison. Mae Carol Jemison was born in Decatur, Alabama on October 17, 1956. She's the youngest of 3 siblings. When she was 3, her family moved to Chicago. Mae's parents, a maintenance worker and an elementary school teacher, always encouraged her curiosity and desire to be a scientist. In one interview, Mae said her parents were the best scientists she knew because they were always asking questions. Mae herself was inquisitive from an early age. She spent much of her time in her school library, reading about astronomy and other sciences. By the time Mae was in high school, she had already decided to pursue a career in biomedical engineering. She received the National Achievement Scholarship for Stanford University and left home for college when she was just 16 years old. At Stanford, Mae studied chemical engineering and African American studies. She also participated in dance and theater and served as the head of the university's Black Student Union. In 1977, she completed her degree at Stanford and enrolled in Cornell University's medical school. She studied and worked abroad in Cuba, Kenya, and Thailand. After Cornell, she worked as a general practitioner before serving in the Peace Corps in Sierra Leone and Liberia. When May returned to the U.S., she went back to work as a general practitioner. But it wasn't long before she decided to take a shot at a childhood dream.
The Space Shuttle Challenger's 5 astronauts are sleeping now.
In 1983, May watched as Sally Ride became the first American woman in space.
Might have been considered routine. But as the Challenger climbed today, it carried an American woman astronaut, Sally Ride, into space and into history.
May was inspired and decided to apply to NASA's astronaut program. She was selected as one of only 15 candidates out of more than 2,000 applicants. May joined the astronaut corps in 1987, and after extensive training, took her historic flight on September 12, 1992.
Copy that. Endeavor, OTC, close and lock your visors and initiate O2 flow. Good luck on your mission that builds on the past explorations of this millennium as we increase our knowledge of planet Earth in the next. Endeavor copies. Thanks.
On that day, she became the first Black woman in space. She traveled on the Space Shuttle Endeavour.
4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Space Shuttle Endeavour on a 21st century mission placing Earth back on the map.
May was the mission specialist of the journey. She conducted bone cell research as well as experiments on weightlessness and motion sickness. The group of 7 astronauts took 126 orbits around the Earth, and the mission lasted 8 days. After May's time in space, she left NASA in March of 1993. She went on to teach environmental studies at Dartmouth College and founded her own company called the Jemison Group, a technology consulting firm that seeks to incorporate solutions to social issues in the design of engineering and science projects. She's a vocal advocate for greater inclusion of women and people of color in STEM, and she's also an advocate for comprehensive science education for kids. She contributes to efforts that provide advanced technology to schools worldwide.
We all need to be STEM literate. Just to work our way through the day, we need to be STEM literate.
May has also taken over leadership of the 100-Year Starship program. The program, which was originally established by the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, works to develop means for traveling beyond the solar system within the next 100 years. Its aim is to benefit as many people on Earth as possible along the way. In case you weren't impressed enough already, I'll leave you with some parting fun facts about the amazing May Carroll Jemison.
Space, a final frontier.
She speaks 3 languages other than her native English: Japanese, Russian, and Swahili.
These are the voyages of the starship Enterprise.
She also appeared on Star Trek: The Next Generation, making her the first real spacegoer to play a character on the iconic show.
To boldly go where no man has gone before.
All of science, all of space exploration, everything we do in the world is about imagination and using your creativity to expand beyond your normal boundaries.
Thanks for listening to this best of episode of Womanica. For more information, find us on Facebook and Instagram at Womanica Podcast. Special thanks to Liz Kaplan, my favorite sister and co-creator. Join us tomorrow for another one of our favorite episodes honoring the back-to-school season. Talk to you then.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st. A weekend full of superstar performances. A$AP Rocky, Big Sean, Camila Cabello, Doja Cat, Dua Lipa, Gwen Stefani, Halsey, Hozier, Keith Urban, New Kids on the Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, The Weeknd, Thomas Rhett, Victoria Monet, Coldplay's Chris Martin, and more. Stream live only on Hulu and get tickets to be there at AXS.com.
Hi, I am Lacey Lamar.
And I'm also Lacey Lamar. Just kidding. I'm Amber Ruffin.
What?
Okay, everybody, we have exciting news to share. We're back with season 2 of the Amber and Lacey and Amber Show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network. This season, we make new friends, deep dive into my steamy DMs, answer your listener questions, and more. The more is punch each other. Listen to the Amber and Lacey and Amber Show on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Just listen, okay? Or Lacey gets it. Do it.
Guess what, Will?
What's that, Mango?
I've been trying to write a promo for our podcast, Part-Time Genius, but even though we've done over 250 episodes, we don't really talk about murders or cults.
I mean, we did just cover the Illuminati of cheese, so I feel like that makes us pretty edgy. We also solve mysteries like how Chinese is your Chinese food and how do dollar stores make money? And then, of course, can you game a dog show?
So what you're saying is everyone should be listening.
Listen to Part-Time Genius on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Katie Couric. Lately I've been overwhelmed by the whole wellness industry. So much information out there about flaxseed, pelvic floor, serums, and anti-aging. So I launched a newsletter. It's called Body and Soul to share expert-approved advice for your physical and mental health. And guess what? It's free. Just sign up at katiecouric.com/body and soul. That's KATIECOURIC.com/body and soul. I promise it will make you happier and healthier.